Hello everyone. Welcome to Game Theory, the show where MatPat is actually Sans Undertale. But enough talk. Have at it. It's time to count down the top 10 theories for Underverse. Yeah, that Undertale animation that nobody seems to care about, unlike Dragon Ball Z tail glitch, probably because Betty Cuevas is too good. Which is why I'm telling you to share this video to the world, so that everyone knows Underverse exists, and not just Dragon Ball Z tail glitch. Anyways, let's get the party started with number 10. X-Gaster is secretly Dr. Robotnik, and Ink Sans is Metal Sonic. How is this so? Dr. Robotnik is the main antagonist of the Sonic series, and Metal Sonic is his apprentice. When you ditch Sonic characters with Underverse ones, you can make a strong connection with these parallel worlds. Not only that, but even the nemesis are similar. What is the nemesis of Metal Sonic? Sonic. And who is the nemesis of Ink? Error. If Error is against Ink, he's against X-Gaster, which means that the Sonic universe is secretly within the Underverse universe. The hidden button that's within the Undertale universe in Underverse is actually a button that automatically sends nukes to North Korea and thus plunges the world into chaos, which is why Frisk wants the fucking button kept safe from human society. But with idiots like Nightmare Sans and X-Event Sharer, the world will collapse under their desire to restore their universe. Speaking of, X-Event Sharer is actually Jesus Reborn. He even says so in Underverse 0.3. See what I mean? He's a god, like Jesus. Don't just deny it, praise him. And Nightmare Sans is every single Trump supporter in the world, except he has a motivation to kill and complain about communism and how it's bad for the economy. After the events of Underverse 0.3, Underswap Papyrus and Underswap Chera died, which means Underswap Sans will die because he's outside of his dead timeline. So please die, Blueberry. I love you, but you're fucked beyond belief. If we consider it, Core Frisk is actually the main antagonist of the series. Think about it, they use their mind beliefs to tell Cross to join them, and the others to a safe haven, which in turn leads to a falling out between Cross and Ink, and he's eventually caught by Error with his soul stolen, and resorted into stealing half of Classic Sans' soul. And then there's the tip for when Classic Sans is in the waterfalls in Underfell. They tell him how to defeat Cross by distracting him and taking his soul. And guess what happens? This triggers the reincarnation of Jesus 2.0, and his resurrection killed Underswap. So in general, they're the reason all of this is happening. Because of how dumb they are. Dragon Ball Z tail glitch is actually taking place at the same time as Underverse. I know this sounds stupid, but consider the fact that Dragon Ball Z tail glitch cannot be entered in or out at all. X-Gaster is interested into taking over the entire Doodle sphere for his own personal game, and as he's doing that, Betty is wiping the ass out Chera. So you can tell they are taking place at the same time, but not at the same release date pace. Why do I have to wait so fucking long for Underverse 0.4?
Because you're rushing me to my damn limits. And just for saying that, I'm releasing Underverse 0.4 until the end of the universe.
Now we are into the good stuff. The third best theory of Underverse has to be the revival of not X-Tail Frisk, because he's deader than ever, but the fucking volleyball net. I fucking miss that volleyball net. It had a life. Why did you kill it, Jackery? Why? And the second to last theory is that Ink will die for good. He's already emotional-less, and Error can easily kill him harder than ever. But I mean, come on, he's Ink. He's never gonna die. Unless X-Event Chera ruins that. And at number 1, we have one of the best theory in Underverse of all time. Sans is overrated and should fucking die. And now I just pissed off the entire fanbase. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon to be reminded of my new videos. Thank you so much for watching this. Wait, shit, did I forget an entry? Let me get that up right now. Remember at the end of my promise where this yellow guy dies and fades away? Well, what if I told you that this person was reincarnated as Glitchtale Chera? Yes, his code transferred over to Glitchtale, where it became Chera. X-Gaster doesn't know this, but apparently Chera does, because it reminds him of his past as some yellow guy. That's why he's a glitchy unstable mess, and why he wants to rebuild his lost world. Even though that lost world is now under Chera's control, he wants that slice back. He's willing to gain access to the entire overwrite button, so he can set his pace on Dragon Ball Z Tail Glitch, defeat Betty, no, and restore peace to his universe. Except Imp doesn't want to hand the other half of the button for some reason and wants to follow what X-Gaster is telling him to do. That's why X-Event Chera hates everyone and wants to kill them. But they won't just do it for some stupid head like Nightmare. No, they just want to kill the other characters that are in the way into killing Betty, no, and her death will mark victory for him. There's just one problem with this theory. It sucks.